What's up, guys? Enos here again today, bringing you guys another Black Ops 3 video. It's Sanctified Saturday again, and we've got a guest today, a somewhat guest, somewhat regular, I suppose. Say hi.
Hello.
It's our worst nightmare. He's not only on his videos, he's on mine. So,
Well, I don't make any of my own anymore. Might as well be on yours.
oh, that's so true and so terrible. Oh, everybody just... Never mind. It's not like anybody's going to comment anyway. I was going to say everybody fuss at you in the comments, but nobody comments, so that's not going to happen.
Fuss at myself.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, Sanctified Saturday. He's home for the weekend.
Yep.
And this is a rare occurrence, a rare occasion, a rare occurrence. I don't know what I was trying to say, but it wasn't coming out right.
Both would have worked.
Yeah, a rare occasion. But but I figured it would be good to have him in here, and today instead of listening to me ramble, he can tell you what he's thankful for. So take it away.
All right. So for the second time today, I just want to talk about what I'm most thankful for this week, and that's probably the opportunity that I have to be home right now. Basically, since I started my new job at the beginning of August, I haven't had more than 2 days off in a row, except for when I asked for it, which is fine, really, but it makes taking a break hard. When you have to work basically, 4 days in a row, and then you have 1 day off, and you work another 4 days, it's kind of hard to take a break sometimes, and it's nice to have 5 or 6 days off in a row just to kind of relax, to visit family and friends, and take some time and recover from just a week of work or whatever it may be. And I think that's, to me, that's something that's very valuable is the time to recover and the time to rest. And I think we take that for granted a lot in our world today. I think we're always caught up in the daily grind, or going to work every day, making money, whatever it may be. Whatever you do, you get caught up in it a lot, and you don't give yourself time to recover from the things that you're doing week by week. And so I think it's very important to take the time to just take a break, maybe visit some family or friends or whatever it is, and recover. I think you can relate to that some.
Yeah, and like I was telling him earlier, this is day number 2 since I've last slept. Basically, I've had about 9 hours. I took an hour nap yesterday sometime, but I've had about 9 hours of sleep in the last 2 days, and that's generally my Friday routine. Is on Thursday afternoons I will wake up and go through my daily routine and things. Then I'll go to work that night, and when I come home the next morning, I stay awake. You guys, I've talked about it before. You guys probably know this, but I stay awake until 8:30, 9 o'clock Friday night. Sometimes later. I think last Friday it was like 11:30 before I went to sleep. And sometimes it gets kind of rough, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, when you start pushing 30 and 40 hours without sleep, it gets kind of rough. And unfortunately, that is a daily routine or a weekly routine for me. I make that sacrifice willingly. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but I make it willingly just so I can spend time with my family in the evenings, and spend time with my wife, and not be sleeping the entire day, basically. Because my weekend does get cut short a little bit, where I have to go in on Sunday night. So I do value that time, and when Saturday rolls around, generally I try to make that a day of rest, because on Fridays I'm exhausted. So without that, I'm not going to function as I should, and it starts affecting your attitudes. It starts affecting your responses to things, and makes you cranky and things like that, which generally I am not exactly an optimistic person. We'll just put it that way. I like to think I'm a realist, but most people would just call it being pessimistic. So when you add on crankiness and everything on top of that, it just makes it worse and just compounds. And that's exactly why God set in order to start with a day of rest, was because he understands we have limitations, and without those days to actually recoup and rest, and to get the refreshing time that we need, we're not going to make the decisions that should be made wisely. I guess we're not going to make them wisely. And you might be able to explain that a little better. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree what you're saying. It's definitely it's biblical to rest once a week. It doesn't necessarily have to be on Sunday or Saturday or whatever day your Sabbath is celebrated on, but you should have a day of rest every week. And sometimes when you get, I guess what you're saying about making smart decisions, when you get caught up and stressed out over whatever it may be, work or finances, just common things people get stressed over, you start making decisions that aren't based in God. You start making decisions that aren't based in what's actually best for you or your family or whatever it may be. Just because you don't necessarily get lazy, but you just get tired. You get tired of having to deal with everything all the time, when you don't take any breaks, when you don't have any rest. And that's probably the worst time to make decisions, because usually those decisions you're making are not oriented on what's actually the best decision. They're oriented on what is the quickest solution to the problem.
I have a very good example for that happened just recently, and it cost me about $250. Actually, it was closer to $300. All right, so my water is heated off of oil. And it runs through the furnace. It's heated off of the oil. Well, we ran out of oil in the furnace. And this was right when I came back from vacation. It was the day I came back. We realized we have no oil. We have no hot water. Normally, when that happens, I just, I'll call and say, okay, I need you to come by on Monday and fill it up. And they do. And until then, I will just put like 5 gallons at a time of diesel fuel in it. And it burns just the same. Works perfectly fine. I just have to be kind of, sparing with the use of it. And it was midsummer, so it's not like we needed the oil for heat. It was just the water. But for whatever reason, I was tired from driving about 12 hours that day. And everything, I had the washing machine had broken as well. So we were kind of talking to the landlord about the washing machine, getting that fixed. And I was just kind of stressed out, and I was tired. And my first reaction was basically like a knee-jerk reaction. Call the people, get them to come fill it up, because I don't, we got to have a shower. We got to have hot water. How are we going to brush our teeth without?
You brush your teeth with hot water?
No, I don't. That was a poor example. But, but I mean, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I called the people, and I said, I need oil. And they said, how soon do you need it? And I said, well, I need it pretty dang quickly. As quick as I can get it. And they said, well, we have somebody on call for the weekends. So, okay, that's fine. So they send the guy out here, and he tells me in advance this is going to cost a little more. And I said, that's fine. I got to have the hot water, And it ended up costing me almost $300 more than it would have if I would have waited 2 days.
Yeah.
Which literally would have been 1 5-gallon can. And it just, I screwed it up. I'm not going to lie,
You got to have your rest, man.
Exactly.
You got to keep your mind clear.
Yeah, I mean, God understands our limitations. That's why I put it in there. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed the dual commentary, and we might bring him back sometime. If he would be back if he'd ever do his own videos. But anyway, if you enjoyed, leave a like. If you liked it, subscribe. If you didn't,
tell your friends. Maybe they'll like it.
Exactly. They might watch it anyway. And we'll see you next time. Peace out.